Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Lima here, the uncrowned, self-proclaimed WWE 24/7 champion, bringing to you yet another video from my secondary YouTube channel, slash secondary YouTube vlog, in which my sentimental thoughts come from my heart and my soul, and my mental oddball shenanigans come from my mind and brain. This is EML77 TV, episode 774. What is going down? How's everyone doing on this lovely evening of August the 8th, 2020, 8:55 p.m. That's right, we are, excuse me, wow, ate a good pizza. What was I going to say? The day is winding down, and I got tomorrow off, going to go to church. You know, a lot of changes have been happening. Of course, Governor Baker decides to cut down the minimum of people because a lot of people are not listening. So, wear your masks, keep yourself socially distant and everything else. I have no problem being socially distant. It's no big deal. I'm in my room probably about 15 to 20 hours a day, basically, because I'm not going anywhere. So just be careful out there, be well aware of what's going on, and just have a little fun. Just to let you guys know, we're going to talk about last night on SmackDown, what happened on SmackDown, 24/7 title. It's mine. Hey, Akira Tozawa, I have the title now. I beat up your ninjas, and I knocked you, and then I pinned you while you were asleep. Just kidding. Just kidding. I always like to make jokes like that. Yeah, so, just to let you guys know what has been going on Friday Night SmackDown last night. We're going to be talking a little bit about, I'm going to be talking about a little bit about that. As you know, there will be a new thumbnail, happening, just to let you know. I created this new thumbnail when it comes to wrestling reviews, and I will do that. Like a WWE wrestling report. We look like a news reporter standing right there. I created it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, all right? The show kicked off with a matchup that people would like to see, and what Matt Riddle himself would like to see was Matt Riddle going one-on-one with Sheamus. And they had the match. They were battling back and forth. It was a heck of a matchup. But then Shorty G, a.k.a. Chad Gable, because of obsession of getting a King's Ransom, getting some money, attacked Riddle outside the ring. Referee saw that, disqualified Sheamus. Sheamus was not very happy about that, and blasted Chad Gable, a.k.a. Shorty G, with a brogue kick. And then all of a sudden, and then he goes, and he's trying to find Sheamus. Sheamus did find Corbin later on. Told Corbin, you don't watch it, you're going to pay for it, right? And so he says he doesn't care about the King's Ransom, which is fine. So later, more on those two in just a moment. Then Sasha Banks and Bayley been backstage running their mouths about getting all the gold, and how Asuka will have to go through Bayley, and Bayley's complaining about that. But then a stagehand came up to them and said, Stephanie McMahon would like to have a video conference with you out in the ring. So they were like, ooh, they in trouble. So Stephanie did appear and said that the title match between Sasha Banks and Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship will happen at SummerSlam. And when Stephanie says something, she calls the shots. She gets it. She gets it done. Also, another thing going on. But then Stephanie went to Bayley and said, hey, you're not out of the woods yet, but you will be defending your title at SummerSlam against the winner of a tri-branded battle royal. Now, somebody on Twitter, I think is a WWE account, who from each brand would like to see win the battle royal and going for the title? I had two people for Raw. I mean, not Natalya Neidhart and Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is a an all-around great women's wrestler with power and strength and speed and technical ability. Can take it to the air if need be. So and Natalia Neidhart, obviously, with the family legacy of the Harts with her and that, and so that's something that so that's something to behold there. Also, let's see, who did I pick for SmackDown? I picked Dana Brooke. It's her time. Her time to shine. She should win the Battle Royal. And then for NXT, I decided to pick. It was a difficult because all the ladies in NXT are awesome. If I would have, if Io Shirai was not the champion, I would have picked her against Bayley. But I'm going to go with Mia Yim because Mia Yim is just. Sorry about this, folks. Mia Yim is just that good, and I believe it's her time to really, really shine, and she'll have that. I want her to have that opportunity at SummerSlam. And I want to see, and if I was seeing an NXT superstar win, I want Mia Yim to win that Battle Royal. So Sasha Banks and Bayley got owned by Stephanie McMahon. Thank you, Stephanie McMahon. I'm not sure Rhea Popola will be very, very happy about this decision that Stephanie has made, and I'm sure Rhea Popola will be crying and whining about it on the bump this Wednesday. So keep crying. So crying Ryan Popola is what I'm going to call him. So, Kayla Braxton, Evan T. Mack, Matt Camp, get ready to have a crying Ryan Popola on him, on your show this coming Wednesday. So that's pretty good. Sonya Deville was on the dirt sheet, aka Ms. TV. Sonya Deville says she's still obsessed after Mandy Rose and said she felt good what she did to Mandy Rose. More on. And then Heavy Machinery came out and decided, well, they were getting sick of the whole thing. So they chased Miz and Morrison out. But then again, beforehand, somebody was playing with the mics again on Miz and Morrison. Then they made a Retribution joke. More on Retribution later on. So Heavy Machinery chased them out. The officials made a match for later on. So in the main event, Heavy Machinery goes against Miz and Morrison. Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, I still call them the Artist Collective because that's what they are to me because they wrestle with great art. They were on a roll since becoming tag team champions. Cesaro did defeat Lince Dorado, one half of the Lucha House Party with Grand Metalik. Haven't heard from Kalisto in a while, so I don't know if they released him due to COVID. I don't know what's going on and what his story is, and I'm surprised we haven't heard a lot from him since the pandemic decides to hit up and basically erase everything. Then we had King Corbin versus Jeff Hardy because of last week, the altercation between the two. And Corbin had everything well in hand. And Sheamus decided to come down, bro kick Jeff Hardy for the give one more bro kick and decided, well, got King Corbin disqualified. So King Corbin was not very happy. So Sheamus went up against King Corbin. Matt Riddle attacked King Corbin without the referee distraction, and Sheamus hit the bro kick, beat King Corbin. There was a battle of Kings of the Ring. Sheamus was the King of the Ring, and I forget which year. Was it 2011 or 2012? I know he was the King of the Ring one year. So, but then you get Heavy Machinery and Miz and Morrison. They were going at it until Mandy Rose came and attacked Sonya Deville. Both ladies really, really went at it. Mandy Rose debuted a new look. It's all like a soccer mom, but she looks good, by the way. She looks good, and Mandy Rose and the Golden Gods became God's greatest soccer mom. I don't think God had a mom, Corey Graves, but whatever. So that was good. But then while they were arguing in the back, the lights were cut down, and we hear many shouting. And then Corey Graves and Michael Cole look to their right. Here comes 5 hooded punks known as Retribution. We still don't know who they are. They came out with baseball bats, crowbars, and pipes, and they decided to blindside just about the camera crew chased Corey Graves and Michael Cole out of there. Corey Graves was almost whacked with a pipe. Corey Graves ducked and was fast on his feet. They started spray painting the protective walls. They started, bullying people and all that good stuff. And one guy came in. They brought a chainsaw to cut down the rings. It was totally crazy. When I mean crazy, I mean crazy. Cray. So we don't know who his retribution is. But after talking with a few other channels on YouTube on the video that WWE put up, well, I came up with 4 possibilities. The first possibility is that it could be some of the superstars that were released during the whole COVID pandemic thing back in August, and they decided to sign new contracts and come back, and this is maybe their way of saying, you never gave us the opportunity, you fired us, and everything else. Because those consist of 3 guys and 2 girls, all right? The second possibility of the identities of Retribution, it could be some superstars we have not seen yet on NXT, but they were working, but they felt they were ready for the bigger time. So that could be the second possibility. The third possibility is this. And this is the third possibility is that the WWE bought a wrestling organization known as Evolve Wrestling. Evolve and the WWE have been working together with shows for a while. In fact, some of the wrestling superstars that we have, like Shotzi Blackheart, came from Evolve. So it could be 5 new superstars that were signed by Evolve. And I did say something. Let's see. I said something about. Okay. Yeah, so NXT superstars we have not seen yet. Former superstars returning from the pandemic cuts back in April. That's what I said. And superstars from the 3 brands that have not gotten a whole lot of TV time. We superstars we have not seen on TV for quite a while in all 3 brands, and they decided to be repackaged. That was. I knew I made a comment on that, so I figured, So those are the 4 possibilities. Superstars from NXT we have not seen on TV yet, and they felt like they were ready for the bigger time. Recently signed superstars from Evolve Wrestling, if that was the case. Superstars that were fired during the pandemic or furloughed and came back. Or 4 NXT superstars from NXT. What did I say? Oh man, this is. Alright, I'm confused. Alright. I said 4 possibilities, right? Superstars from NXT we have not seen yet. Superstars from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT that have not been a whole lot of TV time or given a chance. 3 wrestlers that have been fired due to the pandemic and they decided to come back and re-sign with the company. And 4, it could be the newcomers from Evolve Wrestling. So those are all possibilities. I'm trying to, straighten all that out. So those are the 4. To me, those are the 4 possibilities that is going to go down. Or it could be, or the 5th possibility was they'll probably be people that we least expect to cause this whole kind of chaos. Who's behind it? Everybody's saying the SmackDown hacker's behind it. If he is, what's going on then? And if the SmackDown hacker is behind it, who is he? Who are these guys? We got to find out. I'm sure Monday Night Raw will probably get some answers. And the NXT this week has not been attacked by this group. So there's something going on. NXT's been known to shake things up, and they did that at Survivor Series last year. So we will find out then. That's the SmackDown review. Now, 205 Live, as you know, this probably was taped before SmackDown, so that's why if you went over to 205 Live. The team of Everrise has met Chase Parker and Matt Martell. SummerSlam, Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Alright. So, there were 2 matches that happened. There had been 2 matches per match. Mikey Spandex and Marquise Carter faced the Everrise team of Chase Parker and Matt Martell. Everrise picked up the win over Mikey Spandex and Marquise Carter. So so Everrise is getting momentum. I am looking forward to see what next for that group, Everrise. I believe they have, you give them a mic, they do a lot of talking. So give Everrise an opportunity. I say give Everrise a chance. I personally believe that they're a tag team of the future. Watch them closely. And I'm looking forward to see what Everrise can do, and not only in the Cruiserweight division, but in NXT as well. I think they deserve a push, in my personal opinion. Everrise, formerly known as Pre-PO in Chikara, they always had a lot of fun there. Matt Martell was the guy who yelled, "Hey guys, we can cheat," So that was in that matchup, where it was a lot of fun. A lot of things are fun. A lot of fun things are happening. I heard Bryce Remsburg went yelling at one of the Lotus Ice Cream because he was celebrating, and I think he was acting like pointing at the WrestleMania sign. Hey, what are you doing? He's going to WrestleMania. That was a good one. So I miss Shakara. That was good. So yeah, you also got the Speaking Out movement that happened wrestling as well, especially up in England. Started up there, so that's why the NXT UK. I'm sure the WWE is trying to figure everything out as we go along. Danny Burch got one-on-one with Tony Nese. Danny Burch, a worse for wear after being attacked by Karrion Kross. By the way, this coming Wednesday, Danny Burch will take on Karrion Kross. I expect that to be a barn burner brawl. Oni Lorcan was in the corner of his tag team partner. Arya Daivari came back and attacked Oni Lorcan. I wouldn't be surprised if a match for next week for 205 Live. Those two will probably go at it. Who knows for sure? Could be the SummerSlam kickoff. Or NXT TakeOver 30 kickoff. I don't know, but it's going to be a bit crazy, to say the least. So I'm really, really excited about the possibilities. Speaking of NXT TakeOver 30, we're going to run down the card for you. So far, 3 matches are happening. We know the North American Championship ladder match is happening, with Keith Lee vacating the title, and William Regal decided to put up in a ladder match. So far, the 3 NXT superstars that qualified: Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Dexter Lumis. But unfortunately, Dexter Lumis will not be medically ready or cleared to compete at TakeOver 30. So there's still 3 spots left open. One of the 3 spots could be fulfilled by the winner of Kushida, Cameron Grimes, and an opponent yet to be named. I think Cameron Grimes and Kushida, I'm sure they're prepared for each other, but they don't know who this mystery man is. We will find out this Wednesday night on NXT. But as far as the spot of Dexter Lumis is concerned, Johnny Gargano and Finn Balor brought up a point where they weren't pinned and submitted in the match in their respective triple threats, and they felt they need a second chance. Rich Holland didn't say much, even though he lost. He didn't get pinned in the match. With Damian Priest and Oni Lorcan. So, what Mr. Regal is going to do, and whoever the 4th man that loses is Kushida Grimes mystery man matchup, will join Johnny Gargano, Finn Balor, and Rich Holland to have 2 matches in 2 weeks. The winners of those 2 matches will fill the final 2 spots of the ladder match. So you got that going. So Johnny Gargano, Finn Balor, and Rich Holland will participate in a second chance match. And whoever loses out of Kushida, Cameron Grimes, and the mystery man will be the 4th man in that matchup. So there's that. And another a championship match also will happen on NXT TakeOver 30. Io Shirai will defend her NXT Women's Championship against Dakota Kai. Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai. Hey, that rhymes. So I'm sure these ladies, I expect them to go all out and do whatever it takes to win the title. I wouldn't be not surprised if Raquel Gonzalez will be in the corner of Dakota Kai. We will find out for sure. Another match is happening on the card. Been long waited for almost 5 years, 6 years. This feud went over a year. Adam Cole goes one-on-one with Pat McAfee. After McAfee snide remarks about Adam Cole being the elf, angry elf, the height. Listen, McAfee. We've had enough of guys like Shawn Michaels, the Rockers, and the Rock and Roll Express paving the way for these young guys who are a lot smaller and faster than you. You know, wrestling wouldn't be as diverse as it is today. So you ought to be thanking Adam Cole. You got to be respecting. If you respect Shawn Michaels, you got to respect Adam Cole. All right, but I'm sure Pat McAfee will be in a full war of hurt. So, ha 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 ha. McAfee, you're going to get your butt kicked. All right. At the SummerSlam, as Bret the Hitman Hart would say, at the SummerSlam, 3 matches are happening there, 2 championship matches. The WWE title will be on the line. Drew McIntyre defends against Randy Orton. And Dominic Mysterio goes one-on-one with Seth Rollins. That'll be a heck of a interesting, because Dominic will make his in-ring debut at SummerSlam. And the Raw Women's title on the line. Sasha Banks will defend hers against Asuka. We know the SmackDown Women's title will be on the line. Bayley against that tri-branded Battle Royal winner. So that's what's going on. That's what went on SmackDown last night. I had a grandiose time doing this, and so what's going to happen this Monday Night on Raw? We'll find out. We'll find out the identities of Retribution. We'll see what the craziness is all about. All right. That's all the time I have. It's 9:15 p.m. August the 8th, 2020. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching the matchup. May God bless you. Keep you always. Never give up on life. Remember, be excellent to each other. Okay. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you in episode 775.